and staying safe. See, everything's good. Let me put this on real quick. Connect my mic. All right. So I'm not going to be doing any yes or no questions since the time is very limited for me to do that. So I'm just going to do it. See what you need to know at this time. What messages the collective needs to know at this time. Okay, let's see right there. Then let me do this. I'm gonna turn this. Yeah, I'm gonna put that on. So I hope everybody's doing well. I want to see whatever comes out. What does the collective need to know at this time? What does the collective need to know at this time? For whatever comes out. Okay, false alarm. Exaggerated panic, unnecessary drama, overreaction to minor events, much ado about nothing. So you have that card coming out. And false alarm. What else? What else does the collective need to know at this time? Okay. This card keeps coming out. Bounce back. Well, you see that? Bounce back. Resilience after setbacks. Recovering quickly. Determination to rise again. Can't keep me down. Okay. You know what I'm getting from that is, sometimes people... It's like when a woman is pregnant. A person is pregnant and they get that false labor and then they have to react, be reactive, be prepared. They get ready to go to the hospital and everything. They react as if they're getting ready to go give birth. So it's giving me that kind of thing, like that, a false alarm, but it's kind of like it's a test to see how you would react. Are you prepared? Are you prepared for whatever may be coming up? Hello, Honor. I hope you're doing well too. And crossroads. Important choices, life-changing decisions. Choose wisely. Your next step matters. Yeah, I feel like some of you are going to be tested in some way. And I'm going to use tarot to clarify exactly what that is. And the bottom of the deck, it says boundaries. Saying no firmly, protecting your peace, setting limits clearly. Enough is enough. So I feel like some of you are going to be, and this reading is timeless. It's meant for whenever you happen to come across it. It's okay, Arnor. It's okay. It's okay. I wasn't even here yesterday. I needed a break. I needed to take time off. So just so everybody knows, I'm not answering any questions to write in this reading. If I come on live after work, that's after 5 p.m. Eastern, then I'll do another reading, regular reading, collective reading, and then I'll start answering yes or no questions. But I don't know how long I'll be on later on today. I'm in the U.S. I hope you're safe wherever you are, Nur. Because I know there's a lot of stuff going on overseas. So I hope and pray that everybody's safe and they're protected and they're getting the resources they need, and that whatever the fuck is going on, this shit ends. I know it's not going to end anytime soon, but I hope it does. So let me get back to the reading. All right, so I feel like some of you are going to be at a crossroads because there may be some sort of test that may be coming in that's going to be testing how you react. How you react, what exactly you'll be doing. And it's about making the right choices, not being overreactive, not thinking things through. It's like, are you going to be as impulsive as you have been in the past, or are you going to refrain and not be as reactive this time around for whatever this test is? But it may have to do with boundaries because it's saying no. Saying no firmly, protecting your peace, setting limits clearly. Enough is enough. So some of you may be having to put up some sort of boundary, especially when it comes to this decision. I don't know if someone is going to be coming to you, and you know how some people pretend they're having an emergency? Oh, but thank you for joining me. I'm grateful to have you here, Honor. So with the false alarm, it's like there may be somebody overreacting to something that's so small. Maybe this could have been you. You could have overreacted to small things, but I feel like it's a test. It's like, are you going to go back to the same behaviors? Are you going to be able to say no to yourself, especially if you're one that just like is overreactive, impulsive, doesn't really think before they act, you know? But I want to know exactly what that has to do with, because that's interesting. Let me see. You know what? We could get more cards from this deck, and then I could just to get more details. If it resonates, please like, share, and subscribe. Yes, I am. I do have an Instagram. It's Artemis Oracle Tarot. I don't really post as much. I haven't really been posting on Instagram. Hi Shantae, how are you? Oh, I haven't done any lives on Instagram either. You know what's so funny? I was saying that this is a test. There may be a test about how you react to something. And you make a decision about what your next step is. Are you going to do the same thing you usually do, or are you going to go take a different path, right? I'm good, thank you. It's raining over here in New York. It's been raining the entire day. Ugh. And right now it's 2:32 Eastern time. I wonder how's the weather wherever you are. So Ascension, I feel like this is a spiritual test. It could involve somebody else too, because Ascension doesn't necessarily have to do with like spirituality itself. It could be that you're growing, you're evolving, you're changing, you're not doing the things you used to do. It's like you're being the bigger person. You're rising above the situation, because it's a spiritual growth, obviously, higher awareness, next level consciousness, elevating yourself. So that's what I was getting. Anything else? Too many cards came out. A chunk of cards came out, and they didn't even flip over, so we're not taking them. Ooh, nice. Louisiana. I know next week it's supposed to be nice here in New York. And the funny thing is, I'm traveling to somewhere where it's raining. That's some BS, right? What else does the collective need to know? Is there anything else the collective needs to know? I'm going to go through this deck one more time. This is the last time I'm going through it, and then nothing comes out. We're just going to move to tarot. Anything else the collective needs to know? It's like whatever your next step is, it's going to say a lot to you, and even say something to other people if it is involving other people. Now, the money moves card came out. Smart decisions, strategic investments, building wealth, making my money work. You know what came to my mind? You know, sometimes we get these bills that just come out of nowhere, and you're like, what the hell? Where did this come from? This isn't my bill. I don't remember getting this. I don't remember doing that or whatever. It could have to do with money. It could be about money. I still was going to put this, but gaslighted, reality distortion, emotional manipulation, questioning sanity, imagining things. I don't know if this has to do with giving money to somebody else and them acting like this is weird, a gaslighted card. Why the hell did I look in the bottom? Gaslighted came out. Reality distortion, emotional manipulation, questioning sanity, you're imagining things. Huh. Because remember I was saying, you get a bill and you're like, what the hell this came from? You know, sometimes these freaking companies try to gaslight us too with the bills they be sending us. So I feel like some of you definitely watch out for your bills, any invoices you receive. Look at them very carefully, see if they add up. And if necessary, you may need to address it so that it gets addressed. Not addressed, so that it gets resolved. And that could be the false alarm. Something could be happening where you receive an unexpected bill. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because of the money thing. And with what's already come out in the cards, that you may have to reach out to somebody and not allow yourself to fall back. If like something unexpectedly happens and you usually overreact, it's about like trying a different path to solve whatever this issue may be. And this is just a side message, and it's because that card threw me off. But also beware of anybody trying to gaslight you when it comes to money. Especially if it has something to do with something you may be doing on the side. Because these cards, bounce back, side hustle, I don't know, something like that. Like this has been coming out a lot lately. Multiple incomes, extra earnings, financial security, always on my grind. If you're someone who has a company or business, small business, don't let anybody try to gaslight you into thinking it's like someone saying that, oh, I paid you, I sent the money, it came out of my account, but it's not showing up on yours. Because I know people are sneaky like that. I would say beware of that as well, especially if you've put a lot of time and energy towards creating a product or giving them a service and they're not paying you. So it could be a bill you're receiving or an invoice you're providing someone else where they may not be giving you the money and they're pretending, oh, I gave that, I sent that to you, I sent you that money, and they didn't, you know. That may not resonate with everybody. This is so weird. I'm not doing yes or no questions. This is just a general check-in, Montaigne. This is just a general reading. I don't have enough time to do yes or no. And yeah, to go back to work. And I might do one after work. Well, I plan to do one after work. Okay, but I hope you're doing well. So I want to clarify let's see, like let's take out the cards. Like let's do what I usually do. I do the tarot and then I connect it to whatever's come out. But I'm curious to know what the false alarm is, but let's see what comes out. On 5 p.m. Eastern time. Hi, wonderful. Okay, bye, Montaigne. Well, thank you for stopping by, wonderful. I hope you're having a good day. After 5 p.m. Eastern time. So, let me see. What does the collective need to know at this time? Spirit Angels Guides. Hey, Coach, how are you? Oh, we got the 8 of Swords in reverse. I still have these as if I was going to answer you. It's like something. It's like don't allow yourself to fall into these traps that you put yourself in. And these could be mental traps because with the 8 of Swords in reverse, it's saying that you're freeing yourself. Freeing yourself. There may be some sort of emotional communication. Maybe somebody, if this is romantic in a sense, or it could be from a friend, somebody may be communicating, apologizing or something. Because sometimes false alarms, they can be because someone is exaggerating, right? Or it could just be someone apologizing too, like for causing distress. Maybe somebody's coming in with an apology that's going to help get you out of your head. Probably provide you some clarity. What else? Oh my God, this card wanted to, it was going to be reversed, but it came up in the upright. This is good. I don't know if someone had an argument or something with the false alarm and bounce back and crossroads, but If there was some sort of argument that had somebody in their head, somebody's gonna be coming forward with some apology and to resolve the issue, to reconcile. And it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be an emotional gesture. It doesn't have to be a romantic one. It could just be someone apologizing for something that was said or done and wanting to make amends, wanting to make things right. It could be the person that may have, the person apologizing may be the one that is spiritually evolving, or it could be both of you. Either take it as how it resonates, but if it's that, this person is probably gained some kind of clarity or understanding about something, and that's why they're coming back to resolve whatever issue that may have been the false alarm. A minor event that may have been overblown. I feel like that's for that card. Let's see what else comes out. What else does the collector need to know? Oh, thank you. Wonderful. I'm sending you love back. Right back. I'm sending love right to you. Thank you. What else does the collector need to know? Okay. We have the 7 of Cups coming out. Because usually, like, if there's confusion, like, say if you put the 8 of Cups, the 8 of Swords and the 7 of Cups together, is like some sort of confusion. Something confusing could have been happened. Some confusing information could have been received. And, you know, sometimes when you're not sure about something and you're not completely understanding it, we could get in our heads and then we get trapped in this, this loop of creating scenarios and making things bigger than they actually are. You know, what else? That card just fell. I'm definitely thinking that's definitely, because look at the King of Swords. I don't know if somebody said something that may have been construed or misunderstood, because the King of Swords is someone who is very clear with their communication. In the reverse, it could be very mean, cold. They could be icy. That's interesting. But I want to know more, because why does it keep coming out with the thoughts and confusion and communication? I want to know, what's this crossroads? What's the crossroads? The Hangman and King of Pentacles in reverse. Because the King of Pentacles, you know, the Hangman in reverse is like indicating somebody who's, because when somebody goes into Hangman mode, it's because they're taking a break. They're sacrificing something, they're taking a break, they wanted to gain enlightenment, trying to look at things from a different perspective. But I think somebody may have come out of Hangman, or someone is just not looking at things. I feel like it's tying back to the false alarm card. Like maybe somebody thought that there was no stability or security with somebody. Somebody was not the King of Pentacles. Maybe there was someone that was very materialistic and greedy and selfish. And that could be where the confusion stemmed from too. Because of something where somebody's coming in, and even though it's a Page of Pentacles, you know, it's usually like the apology card, like, I'm sorry, you know, I'm sorry I wasn't the best person that day. Or maybe I'm, you know, like, I don't know, sometimes I do not, so, you know, like, you know, not recently, but thank God. But, you know, when you make a small thing into a bigger issue, you know. That makes sense though, because if you're someone that's like that too, it's like having the skewed perception. And then if you're not seeing things clearly, you're going to automatically look at, well, some people automatically look at the negative. They may only notice or pay more attention to the negative stuff and magnify it, make it bigger than it actually is, like I keep saying. So I don't know if that resonates with anybody. Okay, it's okay, Hanur. It's okay. If you're able to make it, I'll be happy to have you. But if you're sleepy, it's okay. You need to rest. Okay. Now, what is this ascension? I feel like, well, it makes sense. Because, you know, if the Four of Pentacles comes in, this is someone who can be greedy in the worst sense, right? So they call him the miser of the tarot, because he's like holding back, not wanting to give, not wanting to share. But this could also be someone who wants to stay in their comfort zone. And then with it going with ascension, it's like someone deciding to move away from that, no longer wanting to stay stuck or stagnant and wanting to rise above, you know, do something, elevate themselves. And sometimes elevation it requires you to come out of your comfort zone. But I want to know more about the moon came out. Maybe someone's having a better understanding that the reason why they hold back is because of the fears that they have. The fears of, some people have fear of success, fear of recognition. Also, you know, we could rise above our egos too. You know, sometimes coming forward to say sorry, it requires a lot of, I don't want to, it's a big deal for someone to admit when they're wrong, you know, because they have to take accountability. They have to be able to see where they could have done things differently, where they have done things wrong, and wanting to make amends. But that means coming out of your ego, because, you know, not everybody is willing to apologize and truly, authentically apologize for something that they've done and be able to hold themselves accountable and say exactly what they did wrong, like admit to it, you know? See the Tower in reverse. The Tower is like not wanting something to fall apart, not wanting something to be destroyed, trying to hold it together. I need to know more what the Tower is. Why is the Tower reversed? Page of Swords, Chariot, Page of Swords, and Chariot, Page of Swords and Chariot. I feel like somebody is like reflecting, because if you look at this, it looks like the Page of Swords is looking back at something. And then it's like somebody wants to move away from whatever the conflict was and be more focused on the future with the Chariot and the Three of wanting to move past whatever the issue was and focus more so on the future. Focus more so on the future. I mean, this could be this is, but I want to know. I'm a little confused because I'm not sure if this is like love or not, because this could be friendship, this could be family, this could be a love situation, this could even be with job if we take the money into account. But let me see. Talk about money moves. Had the Ten of Cups coming out. Ten of Cups. Why is the Ten of Cups coming out with money moves? Let's do a harmony, coming together, being happy, happy family, happy home, happy family. Got 10-10. What is that? 10-10. 20. These two came out, Six of Pentacles with the Queen. That's weird. This is such a weird combination because I have the 10 of Cups with the 10. So something's ending, but it's like happiness is either ending or there's something ending so that this can come in. But there may have been breadcrumbing. There may have been inequality in pay. If it's a job situation, you know, that's probably making someone feel unfulfilled, unhappy, probably even sad, depressed with the Queen of Cups coming out. So I feel like if this is separate, I don't know if this is separate. Because that card is just like weird being there, you know? I mean, if it has to do with a job situation and someone like said, like if your boss was like, oh, you know, I'm going to give you a raise, but you know, that, I don't know, like that's weird. I don't know if somebody, you know, was given false hope about getting more money. But then it's like things are changing, where it's shifting, where things, you know, maybe the ascension could also be like, if you look at it from like a job or career reading, it could be someone getting promotion, right? So I don't know if somebody said, I'm going to leave, or someone's holding back the effort or energy. And that's what's causing someone to be like, yeah, I don't want this person to go. So I want to give them what they want when it comes to money. It's going to make them happy. It's going to end whatever conflict or bring an end to whatever sadness. But then, I don't know. This is so weird. With the Six of Pentacles, it's like the end of breadcrumbing, the end of inequality, unequal pay. But the Queen of Cups in reverse, or even the end of being unhappy, I'm like trying to find the right way to put this or say this. This is so weird. Like someone's getting money, you know? Someone is going to be happy because whatever this is, it's ending. And it's also causing this to end. Whatever sadness, disappointment someone may have been experiencing. Because when it comes to finances, maybe the person, the Hangman and the King of Pentacles with the crossroads. Some people I know that give their bosses ultimatums. Like, if you don't give me what I want, then I'm going to leave. And then the Hangman could be like the person having the realization of coming out of this, having that understanding, because the Hangman could be someone not wanting to see things clearly, not wanting to look at things from a different perspective, them wanting to have a fixed mindset, not wanting to change. But then with this coming with the Ascension, maybe this person had a change of heart because they saw how it might impact them if this is like a job reading. Because I'm trying to tie in the money. It could be like some of you, somebody owed you money and they're not finally paying you back. It could, hopefully it's like, I was going to say a mother figure. I don't know if somebody's mother owes them money or somebody owes their mother money. I don't know, that came to my mind. This reading is so weird. I'm sorry if I lost anyone with this because this is so weird. But if it's tied to like whoever owes money, like with the side hustle card being here, it could be somebody is finally going to be paying back, paying their dues. This is the weirdest reading I've ever done. And thank God it's going to be over soon because I got to go back to work. I try not to judge the readings, but sometimes it's just, I know this has to belong to somebody. This got to make sense to somebody because it doesn't make sense to me. Like Tyler Terrell says, I'm not connecting with this read. Yeah, I don't know, with the gaslighted card and the 10 of Wands, I don't know, this is something that has been experienced so many times before, and it's like you reach this point where you don't want to deal with it anymore. You're probably side-eyeing somebody like, really? Really? You're really going to try to run this shit on me with the gaslighting? You're trying to gaslight me? Because if you look, he looks like he's giving somebody the side eye. You know? Like, we went through this who many times before? You can't, it doesn't work anymore. You know? That could be the person trying to gaslight you. Try to see, is it working? Is it working? You know? I don't know. This is weird. Gaslight with 10 of Wands. Tell me why that's here. Tell me about gaslighting the 10 of Wands. The Lovers in reverse. And the High Priestess. Yeah, somebody's not listening to the intuition. Like, or simply somebody knows something. Or someone's hiding something. But that's what the High Priestess does. So somebody, I don't know if this is a love situation. You know, okay. Now we're going back to love because we have the Lovers here, and it's the Lovers card is the choice. It doesn't have to be a love. But if we go back to the Lovers reading, I don't know if somebody thought that somebody was cheating or talking to another person, and the reason why I'm thinking this is because it popped in my mind, and it reminded me of an experience I had a long time ago where I thought something, because I saw something and I made it into a big deal, and because it made me uncomfortable, and it made me come out as a Scorpio. So this might resonate. Like, maybe some of you saw something. You know, sometimes we could gaslight ourselves too, you know, and sometimes we could gaslight ourselves one too many times where we're like just like so fucking sick of it, you know, sick of putting this shit in our own head. Because as much as there are people who are manipulative and gaslighting, and I'm talking to the people who understand what I'm talking about, because not everybody gets this. People do deal with them, people who are manipulative and who gaslight them. But sometimes we can do that to ourselves. So these are the people I'm talking to. Sometimes we could think something's going on, but really it's not, you know. There's nothing hidden. There's nothing, you know, it's just us. Sometimes we get in our own heads, and then we push it in our own head and then make something bigger than it actually is, you know. Because we come up with different scenarios, because we're trying to understand something that has confused us. So we're trying to make sense of it. And sometimes if you're in a negative place and you also have insecurities, you will tend to think of the worst case scenario. And I'm not saying this is for everybody. This may resonate with some people, and some it won't. But sometimes we get in our own heads. So if you're that kind of person, that could be something that has happened to you, where you probably made something bigger than it actually was. And, or it could be vice versa. It could have been another person too, because it's not, you know, it goes both ways, because this reading is for whoever resonates. Sometimes it could be a cross watcher that resonates with this. And even though this is an assigned reading, and it's weird how we have Gemini, Cancer, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and Cancer, Pisces. So some of you may be water signs. So if you have heavy water in your chart, you know, sometimes our emotions get the best of us, and whatever we're feeling, sometimes causes us to start to create scenarios in our head. But this is only for certain people that resonate with that, because not everybody's like that. But there's a lot of water with the High Priestess, the Hangman. There's even Aries here with the Tower. Scorpio and Aries, right? We have the Chariot here. You know, that's water energy right here. A lot of water. Then we have a lot of cups. We have the Ace of Cups, no, the Page of Cups with the Two of Cups with the Seven of Cups. Right? Then we have Swords, Ten of Swords, Eight of Swords, Page of Swords, King of Swords. You know, so it's a lot of air, emotions and air, heart and mind, you know. So it's like that. It could be an internal conflict, but it could be a conflict with someone else that needs to. Oh, good for you, Stephanie. But tell me, was it the advice I gave you about the formula? Did you need to practice formulas or something? Because I remember telling you about formulas. Chemistry. I've never took chemistry before. I'm glad you passed, though. I'm glad. Congratulations. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I just got my hair cut. I needed it. It's getting crispy. But I feel like this is internal conflict when it comes to this reading. Internal conflict. But it could be conflict with other people, competition with other people, especially if it's with promotions or... But it's looking like... Sometimes it's like you have to take a step back, you know, not react the way you usually do. If you're an overreactive person, taking time to get the information you need, to ground your emotions too, because the King of Pentacles in reverse is like someone ungrounded, you know. Okay, that was, okay. Okay, good. Oh gosh, I'm so glad that worked for you. Because it's usually the stuff that we're not confident with, that's where we tend to fail. So that's the part, like they say, that you have to look at your weaknesses and turn them into strengths. So I'm so happy for you, Stephanie. Yay! That has to be a relief. And also, I'm pretty sure you probably feel more confident. Feel more confident than you did before, even if it's a little more. Thank you for letting me know. I'm so happy for you. I really am. So I had to click off now because my lunch break is over. So I appreciate every one of you, each and every one of you, for joining me and listening to this weird reading that I couldn't make sense of. I made some sense of it, but I hope it brought some clarity, understanding for you. And I'll be on after 5 p.m. Eastern time to do another reading and then answer yes or no questions. So once again, 5 p.m. Eastern time. Let's see what Stephanie said. Oh, the least important stuff. They're going to test you. How can you make this important, even though it's not important? College is crazy sometimes. I'm assuming you're in college, so, but I'm so happy for you. All right, everyone. I wish everyone a good, great rest of your day and sending you lots of love and light. Bye, everyone. Oh, gosh. That's how it is sometimes, you know. You never know what's going to be on the exam, and then the stuff you study isn't what you needed. But I wish you luck. I wish you luck. So take care, everyone. I'll see you later, hopefully. Bye. Yes, come back later if you can. And good luck with your exam. Bye.